Will Udoka ever coach the Boston Celtics again? Will Kendrick Perkins ever revitalize his career for standing up for men? Find out soon on another episode of TSP.
Yo, this situation with Udoka, the head coach of the Boston Celtics, is absolutely absurd. So if you're all that don't know, he got suspended 1 year for having a consensual relationship with someone within the Celtics staff. And there's 3 females in the Celtics organization, and they're not going to be coming out, obviously, with who had this consensual relationship with the coach. But due to this relationship, out as the Boston Celtics coach for at least this year, honestly, I would see Udoka kind of moving on altogether. For y'all that don't know, Udoka was actually married to Nia Long, a very attractive woman herself. Apparently, there was something on the rocks that made Udoka cheat on his wife and have a consensual relationship with a female staffer. Udoka should have been punished for his relationship because, first off, just speaking, from an ethical standpoint, cheating on your wife, if you really want to move on from a relationship, don't cheat. Just get out of the fucking relationship and move on. So I think anyone with some common sense can realize that's just not a good action. But going against the Boston Celtics internal rules and having a consensual relationship with someone that you work with, I can understand why they feel like they had to suspend him. What is being lost in this whole situation, which Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith kind of alluded to, is why is the female not being reprimanded for her actions in this relationship as well? Keywords I've said at the beginning of this video: consensual relationship. This was something where they were both participants, both willing. It wasn't a, Weinstein situation. It was someone that was trying to, really get closer to the head coach in an improper manner. So she is someone that should probably lose her job from this as well. But when you go out there and say just the cold hard evidence, then you have reporters like Malika Andrews saying that,
well, there was an independent investigation where Udoka actions were highly unprofessional.
Well, no fucking shit. Cheating on your wife and cheating on your wife with someone within your own organization that you're the head coach of is inappropriate. But that female staffer should no longer be a part of the Boston Celtics organization. There are some people that say, well, there was a power dynamic. No, there was not a power dynamic. The only power dynamic that there was this woman was attracted to somebody in a position of power, wanted to use her own position to get closer to the head coach, and she wanted to ride him like no tomorrow. To sit there on a high horse, to say that this woman staffer that shouldn't be fired or at the very least suspended is so hypocritical, it gives me a fucking headache. I get that women want to be equal and women want to have all the pros of a man. But in situations like this, they don't want any of the cons. This situation proves if you are a man and you have a consensual relationship with a current coworker, you will be fired. But if you are a woman, you will not be fired. You will be protected by the Boston Celtics organization. And you've also had a lot of people come out and say this: nobody looked down about Buss and Phil Jackson having their relationship, where we all know that was more intimate in nature. Nobody shouted down her because women in today's society are not held to the same standard. It is an unfortunate truth. I'm all for condoning Udoka's actions, but let's not forget to condone those of the female staffer, because she knew exactly what she was doing. She was sleeping and getting intimate with a married man. If that doesn't shout scumbag to you, I don't know what does.
Will Udoka ever coach for the Boston Celtics again? Will Kendrick Perkins ever be allowed on ESPN? Will Will Smith slap Coach Udoka? Find out in the next episode of TSP.